variations. So the way it works is the default turtle, when you just boot them up, is Leonardo. And you choose the turtle based on your loadout, based on their accessories. So you can see right here, his accessory slot, he has swords, leading swords. And then I have a loadout that has a staff, and he becomes Donatello. I have a loadout with nunchucks, he becomes Mikey, and then Raphael's with Sai. And before you even unlock anything, you will have 4 weapons. So you get the turtles. If you like Michelangelo, you're going to have a pair of nunchucks.
But you got to go in there and put them on them to have them. So when you boot the game, you don't have to go looking for gear. You will at least have four weapons for everyone to play with.
Now, in tournament mode...
Which is a gift that Ed sent out today.
Yes, in tournament mode, when you select them, you actually get another UI option that has the 4, and you can select them.
Right. Sure.
And a lot of people have wondered how their gear works. They all have a ton of different gear that's for whatever loadout you want. So you can have a Leonardo that has like a bandana on, a Michelangelo that has like a sci-fi gear, and then whatever you want to think of. So you can make your own loadout. Like we'll show later, I made loadouts that, in my opinion, match their characters and stuff. And because I do lore-based loadouts,
Sure.
and I'll explain my reasoning. So please be excited for
Lore
that.
loadouts.
Everyone's pretty amped about that. Okay. So
let's begin. Let's start with Leonardo.
Leonardo, Superman. Fighters approaching.
All right, so the turtles have several shared moves. They have several shared normal attacks and special attacks, and then they each have their own individual moves, their individual throws, and their character powers are completely different.
Yeah.
So let's start with some generic.
Tyler's the worst.
Let's start with some generic turtle moves. A lot of their normal attacks and combos are kind of ninja moves, like their back 3.
The ninja kick.
Yeah, down 1. They have a pretty fast, pretty decent overhead. They all have this. What makes them different, the end of their strings are often character specific. So check this out. His overhead goes into a low sword swipe. But with Michelangelo, he'll actually use a skateboard. Or Raphael will use a size. And these have different properties, like maybe Leonardo's will be safe on block, but Raphael's is 2 hits and it's punishable. They also have this, and then they have a defender. This actually goes into an overhead, and you can get a combo, whereas Donatello's actually goes into a low. So the start of the strings will be very similar, but then the ending will be quite a bit different. So one of the nice things is, when you're playing the turtle, you have your 80% kind of base game, and if you're really good with Leonardo, then you can take it to Raphael, and you can learn the 20% that's different, you can pick him up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But the great thing is too, we've played a ton of matches and such, that if you're playing 2 different turtles, the matches do feel very different.
Yeah, the 20% obviously makes a huge difference. So here's Leonardo's throw. And
that's one thing a lot of people were asking is like, can you summon additional turtles? Are there assists?
yes, throughout their move list, they have different moves that allow them to do that.
But you're not necessarily like summoning a turtle.
Right, you're never like controlling another one. That never replaces them, but
It's
they
just
have
part
a lot
of their combo or their throw.
Exactly.
Now, originally, people thought that we were going to make the turtles, and it would be one turtle that had a bunch of different assists come in.
Right.
There are 4 different turtles.
Yes.
That's very important to understand.
Yes.
I was glad to see on Reddit everyone, like, for the last couple of days, has been guessing what was happening.
Yep.
It's like, no,
There's 4 different turtles.
we made 4 distinct turtles.
So let's talk about some of their shared special moves, because they have
Sure.
a couple. They all have this turtle roll, where they go across the screen. It's pretty
Shellicopter?
quick. It's the Shellicopter. And if you meter burn it, they do a big giant swing. Whoa, 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 whoa! Radical! And they throw you. They would do that.
Also their wake-up move.
Yes, that's
Now,
it. That's
but
a wake
important
up.
to know, it's not safe.
Right.
Like, you can surprise people pretty easily, because it's pretty quick.
Yes.
You're doing it from the ground. But if you get blocked on that, you're gonna take some damage if somebody's ready for it.
They also have this shell dive kick, where they come down, and you can meter burn it, and you stay safe, and another turtle comes out and does additional damage.
There it is.
So normally it's punishable, but if you want to play it safe, you can meter burn it, and it'll be safe on block, and it does pretty decent damage.
And what I've learned is you can kind of set people up with it by doing the regular one, and eventually, like, doing that kick late, and they're not ready for it, they don't block gems sometimes.
Yep.
So it's definitely kind of a tool to mix them up a little bit.
Another universal move is turtling, where they actually put their head in their shell, and then they will absorb a projectile and roll back, and then they can go in.
Awesome.
And if you meter burn it, they'll actually be able to absorb normal attacks, and then they don't take any damage, and they get away. So you can use this as like a parry, as a way to avoid projectiles. And one final move they all share is this turtle up drop, shell drop, where this is an overhead attack, and you can choose your range. You can do close, medium, or far. And this is great for like mid-range combat, like say you're kind of doing some of your normal attacks here, and then whoop, you do the shell, and if you meter burn it, you get a combo. And you can convert that into a combo.
It also can be used in strings to add to mix-ups.
Yes, because it's an overhead, and it can cross up between the close, medium, and far. So you can do like, you're blocking it, and then they don't know if you're going to do the close one, or maybe you push them back, and that one might have crossed them up.
And like we mentioned earlier, that string, like that overhead string that he does, do the overhead string real quick, ends with a low.
Yep.
You can make it end with an overhead.
Yeah.
And that's just a little mind game to play.
Yep. I think, to me, the turtles are up close and like started around like mid-range characters to me. I think that's where they excel, all four, and then they excel in different areas. We're going to show some. I think Leonardo's one of the best at like this range because it's back one.
Yeah, he has a reach. He has
Right.
reach the most.
But Michelangelo is like a 50-50 machine, which we'll show pretty soon. So let's go over Leonardo's.
Character power. Oh yeah.
We'll go to that. Yeah. So they each have, in addition to the shell moves that they all share, they have a couple of character-specific moves. Leonardo has this uppercut move where he swipes you. It's pretty quick, and if he meter burns it, he can actually get a quick combo. And it also looks awesome because another turtle comes out. He has Shredded, which is a multiple hit attack. It does really good damage. You can like combo off a down one. If you meter burn it, it does additional damage and it remains safe on block. So it's a way you can end your strings and stay
And
safe.
it's leaving them in the range that the turtles want to be in.
Exactly,
Leonardo
which is
wants
like,
to be in.
that mid-range.
Yep.
And then each character's character power is completely different. So Leonardo, as the known leader, Master Splinter's favorite son, he can use assists with all three turtles. For example, if you hit forward in circle, Raphael will throw a size and he gains a projectile. The turtles usually don't have projectiles, so that's really, really powerful. It's a two-hitting one. They're both highs, but they're very quick. They can break armor. They will still come out even if you interrupt them. It's a great projectile. You'll see, though, it is on a cooldown. So he's not going to have traditional zoning where you're just spamming them, but it does have a cooldown.
Yeah, you'll notice on the bottom, they have 3 different cooldowns for
Yes.
each of the other turtles.
And the cooldowns are different based on balance reasons. Like Donatello's is an overhead that actually launches, so you can use it as a combo. He actually gets a factory. That you can see when the combo's over the cooldown to start, and that's a long cooldown.
That's a long way.
Right. And then we have Michelangelo, which is a low, and he goes super fast. It's the fastest low projectile in the game, and that has kind of a mid-level cooldown between Raphael and Donatello.
And he gets a
And
sweet
the
high
high
five.
five.
And you get a high 3.
Oh. Steve, always bringing stuff.
It's just the lore. You know, you
Right.
read the lore.
They also have their own jump 2, their own down 2, and their own super move into.
Okay.
So should we save the super move or go ahead?
Ooh.
What we've seen in the trailer.
Yeah, let's see.
Go
Maybe
ahead.
save it.
All
Yeah,
right.
till the end. Till the end.
So Leonardo rushes you with the sword.
I think he misunderstood.
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh, well,
That's all right. No.
Shell shock!
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
all right. So that's Leonardo. Let's go to Donatello.
Now, Donatello
Yes.
is my favorite right now.
In fact, you have called him just your main.
Wow.
Not your main turtle, your main.
Your main?
Let's be, I mean, I know that a lot of people have said
News.
that I
Tyler has
have a
another
lot
main.
of mains, right?
And how do you feel about Donatello?
I feel like I'm playing pretty well right now.
So
Like he's your
Donatello,
main?
Yep.
Donatello, because of his staff, he has excellent range. However, Leonardo is more of like a footsies type, safe, like mid-range character. He just kind of bullies you in the mid-range, but he doesn't really mix you up. Donatello is a mix-up machine. So he has the overhead that all the turtles have. But he also has a long-range low. This back one too. And this is actually safe. Or you can commit to doing a special move. So his version of Shredded actually pops you up. So, trust me.
Whoa.
All right, yeah.
There
so,
we go.
While it is not safe like Leonardo's, it gets a combo. So this is a perfect example of how their playstyles are pretty similar, but they have radically different properties. So he can kind of, from this range, control space with his long range, and then if he wants to, try to open you up with his 50-50 attack. Now, they are punishable. He doesn't have a safe option if he wants to combo you, so it's high risk, high reward, space control, if that's your thing.
And one of the best things, like in his playbook to me, is his back 2-2-1,
Yeah.
which is which we'll show later.
He also has anti-air grab, and this is a combo starter. If you meter burn it, he gets a back 3. And it's a great combo ender.
What is the damage?
So this is the back 2-2 you were talking about. Back 2-2-3.
Safe.
Yeah, it's actually plus.
Plus,
right,
sorry,
right.
plus.
It does start with a high, but it's definitely his like really good like mid-range tool to throw out.
It's high, mid, though. Isn't it?
Right, right. So they have to like already have done a move to interrupt it.
Right.
So his character power is pretty awesome. It's, as you know, he does machines.
Gizmos and gadgets.
So this one he throws down, and this bug zapper will actually absorb projectiles. So you throw it down, it'll actually absorb projectiles as long as it's out. He has a second one where he throws this in the ground, and this will actually suck the opponent in. So
Which is really good for like bringing them into your overhead or something.
exactly. So
that Kumba Doomba 50-50.
there we go. Superman, you can actually see he'll get sucked in. There you go. He'll go to where the machine is. So if you want to keep them out, you can do the far one. Get out of here. If you want to bring them to you, you can do the close one. And then that'll set up. Oh, I did the wrong one. That'll set up his 50-50 mix-ups. Because Donatello is a little bit on the slow side. His low is very, very slow. So how do I set up when the opponent's walking around, outfooting me? You can literally suck him in. And then the third one, which is my favorite, and I know it's your favorite, is the electric floor, where he will actually zap the floor. And if it hits, it does a little damage, and the opponent, you can see Superman's feet are electrified. He cannot jump. Until his feet are done electrifying, he cannot jump.
Cool.
And again, if you have a mid-range, like ground-based character, jumping is one of the ways you beat long-range in a fighting game. He literally says, no, you stay on the ground.
And another good thing about this kind of secret good is it's really good for first hit bonus.
It's got to be one of the cheapest for his first hit bonus things in the game, yeah.
Huh.
I believe we've probably played 50 games, and I might have 40 first hit bonuses in that. Like,
It's also incredibly cheap for the end of the game.
Yep.
When the guy has one hit left. It's my favorite thing about playing Donatello is when they have one hit left and you're doing this and you're like, you're done. And then they have to jump it, time it perfectly to avoid that blast.
now the thing is, there's some players, like I was actually playing Dan Weiland today at lunch, one of our cinematics artists, and he was playing Supergirl, and he jumped in the air, seeing me do that, and then his eye lasers kept him up high enough to where he never got hit by the ground.
Yeah, you can avoid it, it's just very tricky.
Cool.
So, Michelangelo,
Do it.
known party dude.
Party dude.
Is
That's
that
my
true?
kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He's known for
Yeah.
being a party dude.
So Michelangelo, we just went over to their like mid-range character. Michelangelo to me is just a high-risk, high-reward, crazy mix-up character.
He goes what you would probably say hard in the paint.
Absolutely. Said no one ever. No.
Burke.
So his back one is a safe on block, multi-hit string. He also has this one, which actually has an overhead in the middle of it, and it's pretty tricky to block. And he uses his skateboard a lot. Like his forward 3 is bashing with the skateboard, his down 2 is a skateboard.
His forward 2 on 3.
Yeah, I love this one. I love the kick up. His 2-1 up 3, he uses this. And this is another example. Like, for some characters that might be a low or an overhead. For him, it's actually just a plus on block pressure string. So when the opponent blocks it, you can start looping it. The opponent's going to have to like meter burn back 3 or jab 3 it. So his character power, well, we'll go special moves first.
Yep.
He has Hot Nunchuck Fury.
Yeah.
Goes into this. That's the canon name. And if you meter burn it, it's a combo starter.
You can do it.
I hear a lot of button pressing this.
He was having a little trouble with mic combos today.
Yeah?
Remember?
I do remember that.
Well, I mean, we're seeing it right now. There it is.
Oh, that counts. That's a combo.
Yeah.
And
Nailed
he
it.
has this breakdancing.
Shell mill.
Yeah, shell mill, and he can actually control how far he goes. You know, if you want to just not go in, but just dance a little because you're hype, you can do that. And if he meter burns it, he gets a combo. And the shell mill is actually a low. So that's going to lead to mix-ups like the third hits of this an overhead, so the opponent's got a stand block. Or if you want to commit and go crazy, you can start dancing and mix them up.
Yeah, we'll pretend you did the combo there.
Yeah.
Good job.
Would you say that you're the worst at him?
Michelangelo? Oh yeah, I like Leonardo.
Cool.
I'll body anyone with Leonardo.
Anything else special to
Yes.
Michelangelo?
His character power is riding his jet-powered, created by Donatello, skateboard.
The cheapskate.
Yeah, so while he's on it, he has a couple options. He can just kick it immediately, and it's like a projectile. You can see it's on a cooldown, so this is not a projectile. He's not a zoning character, but he can kick it. He can also do a low, and he can do an overhead. And you can do multiple versions of it. There's a short version, or you can do a long version. And you can also speed up when you're on the skateboard, or you can start going slow, or at any point, you can get off it. And you've been playing Ray lately, who uses Michelangelo, and you say he's been doing cancels and pressure with it.
Yeah, it's funny. If you do it far away, you still get scared because it doesn't move super fast at times. But you don't know if you're gonna get the overhead or you're gonna get the low. The low's really fast.
Yes.
Now, if you see the low coming, you block it. You got 45 minutes
Right.
to go through and get a punish. But
Right. Michelangelo is a risk-taking character. Like, if you want a character that you're going to be able to open them up and you're going to risk your life for it, but you don't mind because you're a nut, he's definitely the one you're going to want to play.
Sounds like my kind of turtle.
Yeah. Oh, let's just check out his throw, too. I love that kicking it up in your face part. So, finally, we have Raphael. And Raphael, to me, is kind of the best at melee combat.
the most flippant of the turtles.
Sure.
Yeah, cool but rude.
Give me a break. So 4-2-1-3 is a double hitting string, and he has back 2-3, which is a really good long range move. And then he has this tricky string, which has 2 overheads in it, and one of them makes you block the other way. And this is definitely the best day 1 string. Like, day 1 turtle, you just spam this and you'll beat everybody. Like, you had trouble with it at first.
Yeah.
Once you figure it out, then the turtles are gonna have to go into just doing it or doing shell drop and stuff. But it's a great opening day strategy. His individual moves is he has a parry, which I just totally mistimed. There you go. He can meter burn it for additional damage.
I'm still super impressed by how fast you use the training mode.
I mean, it's the only thing I'm good at anymore now that I'm washed up.
You are washed up.
Yeah.
Old man.
And he has getting hype, which ties to his character power. So Raphael gets hype,
Get high.
and you can see at the bottom
Get
the
high.
little UI for his size.
Get high.
His character power is an auto combo. It's kind of similar to Catwoman's character power. We'll go into an auto combo. Meter burn hype gives you 2 levels of it,
doubles the hype.
and then he goes into this. Now, this is an auto combo that's an invincible wake-up attack, and during certain parts of it, you can meter burn. So, for example, you meter burn it, and then you get a back 3. And that is one of his key combo starters. So, you get this great mid-range move, like you can do,
Get high.
you
Get
see
high.
them whiff, back 2 into it, and then you get a combo. And another neat trick is, you can actually cancel the meter burn one. So let's say I'm getting hype, and Superman is like, stop getting hype. There's no hype allowed in the regime, and he's 4-2ing me. You can cancel it and go into that. So
Nice.
if he does like a back 3 to stop me, no bro, I'm getting hype, and you can't stop me.
How hype are you?
11 out of 10.
Well, right now he's 0 hype. There we go.
There. You're like, I'm mad. I'm hype.
So, and like we've been showing, like we've been talking about, the turtles, as you can probably see now, mainly, like a lot of it has to do with their character power.
Yes.
Will be playing very differently.
Yeah, I think they're all like mid to close range characters, and then they have spice to them that separates them. So I think if you want to play like a good melee character, you can't go wrong with the turtles. And then it's like, well, do you want to play one that does mix-ups? Do you want to play one that's just very patient and safe? Do you want to play one that's high risk? That's where the little minutia comes in, and that's where they're very, very different.
Right.
And I think there's going to be some people where if you just like Michelangelo, you can just play Michelangelo. But if you want to, like, I want to be a tournament level Turtles guy, maybe in some matchups where zoning heavy, you want to use Donatello because of his gadgets.
Sure.
Or maybe in an up close match where you're like fighting like a cheetah or something, you want to use Raphael because you have the parry and you have the superior 4-2-1-3.
Yeah, it's 4 characters who are going to kind of change the meta of counterplay.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
So,
What do we
I
got
have
next?
some loadouts and I have some gear moves because they have universal gear moves and then they each have their own gear moves as well.
Right on?
Cool. Let's do it.
So I've set up some loadouts and of course, please be excited for my lore-based costumes I've made. I'm super excited about these.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, so we're going to start with Leonardo.
Leonardo, Superman. Fighters approaching
I've made
from
Leonardo
City.
into a sewer samurai.
As you should. Oh. He's
He's
like,
back.
What are you doing, buddy? Hiya.
So Leonardo has used some of the stuff he found in the sewer, and he has become a samurai. You can see he has the hood and the pants
That
and
is
the
definitely
gear.
sewer gear. for
Yeah,
sure.
sewer gear. So with Leonardo, I gave him Raising Shell, which becomes a new special move that is a combo ender, and he can actually meter burn it to extend it and get it back 30.
What?
So that
This is classic.
Whoa!
What was the thing at the end?
I've also replaced Shellicopter with this move where he slides across the screen, and it's similar to Shellicopter, but it's like twice as fast and twice as funny. So that's just awesome and super fun to do. And if you meter burn it, you get a combo.
You are off on your meter burns.
Do you get a combo?
You do. Yeah, this thing's super hard to do.
Yeah?
You do.
Okie
I
dokie,
swear
Steve.
to God.
Moving right along, Steve.
Yeah, latest tweak bars
Yeah.
say you can't.
No, you can't. You do.
Okay, Steve.
A lot of. Getting closer.
Yeah. Oh!
There we go.
I told you.
Yeah, nailed it.
A lot of people are super hype about the samurai.
So what, could we
So people. Well, I'm not even done.
Oh!
Now, Donatello, as you know, is a genius, and he has used different things he found in the sewer to build an ooze suit, which feeds ooze directly into his veins, similar to Venom. When he saw Bane
But
in
gives
combat,
you no power whatsoever.
no, it just looks awesome. But you can see the ooze; it's glowing. He
So
has
it's like a
ooze
mutagen.
goggles.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's mutagen.
He was inspired to do this because he teamed up with Batman and they fought Bane, and he's like, I can do that too, and
And I
he
can
did
do it better.
Yeah. Now I gave him Vault, which replaces his anti-air grab, and he gets this Vault move, and he meteor burns it. Another turtle drops down on top of him.
They're just waiting
Yeah.
in the trees there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're animals.
Yeah.
Remember that thing we practiced?
Just wait in that
Yeah.
tree. I'll bring them over there.
Wait, you guys are mocking this? These guys are ninjas.
Yeah, I know.
Is
No,
it really
yeah,
that
no.
hard
No,
to
you're
believe?
right,
no
you're right.
one's mocking anything,
No,
Steve.
Steve.
All right, so Michelangelo.
Can you top what you just did?
Michelangelo, I gave him a relaxed. He's just on the subway. He's going to see a movie.
He's got his
and
hip-hop
he's
gear
got
on.
yeah, he's got headphones on. I gave him this radical tubular shell.
Gnarly, bro.
He's got just the shorts instead of the
We
workout
sound
pants.
so uncool.
Oh, dude.
What?
No, man.
What?
We're Bossa Nova.
Cool.
So, the gear move I gave him is Pizza Party, where he pulls out a pizza and then you can cancel it. So you can do like pizza cancels.
Oh, pizza party.
I love how you've just shown them he can pull pizza out and cancel it. Like, that's the move. You pull pizza out and you throw it on the ground.
No, it's because I was saving the real good part.
What's the real good part, Steve?
Yum.
If he meters it, he eats it and he gets health back.
Do it again.
But he can keep doing it,
Oh.
and you can see the pizza is actually being eaten and is removed.
And
from
there's
the box.
oil on the box.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a greasy pizza.
Yep.
So he can get 4 bars of life back. So to me, if you have this gear move, I don't know how you're even possibly to be beat.
Can you do anything else with the pizza box?
You can also.
Anchovies.
Can I tell a quick story about the pizza? So the pizza.
I guess you can.
I'm going to.
All right.
I guess it's my choice, really.
Yeah.
So, the pizza we have in the game during the win animation when they throw it at the camera, that was actually a mocapped pizza.
Yeah, we went out and bought a pizza and Cobra Energy scanned it, so it's a real life pepperoni mushroom pizza that we ordered.
So my favorite part is I actually had a slice of that pizza.
You did. You eaten gaming history.
So I've eaten gaming history, Turtles and Injustice 2.
All
I've
this
had
pizza
that
talk.
pizza.
We should just eat pizza.
It's gonna make too much noise in the mics, I think.
Wow.
I honestly feel. and
Steve
this-
doesn't close his mouth, so.
This game has some amazing art. I honestly feel like the pizza graphics are like the best graphics in the game. Like it looks phenomenal.
We
Okay.
we at NetherRealm have always said, what can we take to the next level? And we
Pizza.
decided
Yeah.
Pizza game.
pizza. Our pizza
I'm
game.
gonna make a statement right now, and I don't care if this offends any other developer.
Whoa.
No one has better pizza graphics than us, and you can hold that.
All right.
So-
We've now started the great pizza
Yeah.
war of 2018, where everyone's going to start making pizzas.
So Raphael, I went with a Street Fighter. You know, he's in like cage fights. He has this military vest,
Brawler.
no armor, tape wrists. That was really important to me because armor would slow him down. And the bandana, so it hides his identity. So if he's like in a cage fight,
Who is
No
that?
one will know who he
No one
is.
would know.
Well, he's using size. Is that Leonardo?
So
No, I think it's Raphael.
the gear move I gave him is exclusive to Raphael, and it is the sewer dive. It's an overhead. It's super fast. If he meter burns it, he gets a combo.
Bam!
Blam. Oh, Steve actually got it in second time. Ooh.
And you can do a
that's-
close,
Look at that damage.
medium, or far version.
Okay, so it's got different distances.
Exactly.
Terrific. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is that a 2-slot move then?
That is a 1 slot, but I also gave him an air helicopter.
Oh, look at that.
All the turtles can do that. And again, you can meter burn it. And you can actually choose which direction to throw them with regular and air one.
Nice.
Can you do that without the?
Yeah,
move?
yes, that has nothing to do with the gear move. I just forgot that.
I learned something.
Fancy. Cool.
So those are the turtles.
No, that was awesome, Steve. You did it. You did
Yeah,
it.
What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.